As shared in the letter that everyone received this week, at Living Springs we are kicking off our Forward in Generosity emphasis. Each Sunday in November, various persons will be sharing their generosity stories, and the pastor is asked to share his or hers first. So, generosity. I remember the first time I filled out an intent card for giving to God. I was in the second grade. It had nothing to do with the church or its budget. As a second grader, I didn't even know about things like that. It really was about thankfulness and the joy of generosity. And it came through Miss Eva and Miss Catherine, two older women who were my Sunday school teachers as a child. Miss Eva was always talking about being thankful to God for the blessings in her life, even though I thought she had very little, and how she thanked God for those blessings by giving something to God every week so God could use it to bring blessings to others. Miss Eva had a generous heart. Miss Catherine had a lot of difficulties and even sadness in her life, but she talked about one thing that gave her joy, knowing that God could take a little offering she made and use it for grand purposes, to share Jesus' love with someone and give somebody else hope. Miss Catherine had a generous heart. It was November, so as part of Sunday school, we made this list of blessings we were thankful for. I was thankful for my parents who loved me, for my grandmother being in heaven with Jesus, for the little white rental house we had to live in, for my 50-cent a week allowance, for my brother and my dog. I wasn't very happy in the second grade, I remember. It always seemed like somebody was picking on me, and I didn't think I was very important. But I had all those blessings to be thankful for. And it made me smile to think that God could take a little nickel and do something important with it. So I picked up one of those intent cards from the table at our church and filled it in and carried it up to the altar on that special Sunday with my mom and dad. I remember the joy it gave me every week afterward when I put that nickel in my little children's envelope and dropped it in the offering and said, "Thank you, God." I remember so many other intent cards filled out over the years. I remember the joy and sense of purpose of putting $2 in my envelope every week when I got older and started earning money mowing lawns and raking leaves. I remember the joy and sense of purpose when it grew a little larger because I got an after-school job delivering flowers and a summer job at the B.F. Goodrich factory. I remember the joy and sense of purpose of being able to fill out our first intent card together after Chris and I were married. There are a lot of bills we pay and bank deductions from our account every month that don't make me smile at all. But there is still that one thing every week that makes me smile. Our offering to the Lord, which helps me remember all the blessings I do have in life, and the joy of knowing that God can take our offering and do something powerful with it, to bring hope and joy and the love of Jesus to some people I'm aware of, like backpack children and football teenagers and Palmetto Place youth and veterans and Cristo Rey mission members, but also to lots of people I'll never be aware of, in places and hearts that only God will see. I am so thankful for that little intent card back in the second grade, and for the joyful, generous hearts of Miss Eva and Miss Catherine that shaped my life even as a child. What is your generosity story?